In today's video, I show you the 3D printable coins from Unchained games. But before we get into today's video, just want to share with you what the GGGGs are for this month. Each month, Bob the Beholder picks some of my Patreon supporters to receive gratitude gifts. For this month of March of 2024, we have 3 pledges for the War Layer 5.0 Sci-Fi Terrain STLs. Against the Ogre Horde Hero Quest expansion from patron Todd Z. Surveyor pledge worth $99 for Dungeons and Lasers Caves campaign. These 3D printable HP trackers from patron James. $100 to go towards a crowdfunding campaign, which my Patreon supporters are currently voting upon. And then finally, 3 $30 pledges for this campaign for 3D printable coins. So if you haven't seen my video for their first volume of 3D printable coins, go ahead and check that out here, because I go through pretty detailed video of 3D printing on an FDM printer, all of their coins, as well as having a painting tutorial where I use oil paints as a wash, and you're going to be able to print out all of the coins for this second iteration on your FDM printer. And it's going to look pretty good. Now this time around though, I decided to go the resin printing route and printed out my coins. And of course you're going to get much higher resolution with resin. But you can go either way, and just wanted to give you some variety with how you can be printing out these coins dependent on the kind of printers that you have. Also, the way that I finish these is different, so go ahead and use a timestamp below to skip over to the painting tutorial if you want to know how I used washes this time around, not oil washes, but regular acrylic washes, in order to provide some depth to these coins. Now this campaign has 2 different categories of coins that they are offering. Obviously the fantasy set, which I think most of you are probably interested in, but super fun is that they are also offering some historical coins from various countries. And here I printed out the $20 coin from the United States, but there's a bunch of ancient coins that you can find from other cultures, which is super cool. And we will be in a little bit jumping over to the campaign page where I can walk you through all of the different options that are there. But this is relatively cheap. At $30, you're going to be able to get both of the historicals as well as the fantasy coins. I also want to note too that these coins are a little bit smaller. Saba wanted me to tell you that the coins that they're going to be offering, they're going to be sized up a little bit from what you see here, as this was the prototype files that he sent me. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. And this is just a sample of the different colors that you can paint these. Any kind of sort of metallic color will look good with these coins. As you can see from their Kickstarter page, they use a variety of digital colors on their coins. So this will just give you generally a good sense of what they might look like. But I think they are fantastic. I think they are very detailed and give you a bunch of different choices. Not only can you use this for currency for your games, but also they can be used as markers for tabletop wargaming or for first player tokens. Anything like that are creative ideas for how to use these coins. And who doesn't have games where you have cardboard chits or cardboard coins for your games, and you can absolutely replace them with these awesome 3D printable ones. And because you're getting the STL files, you're going to be able to print out as many as you need and create the denominations that you need on them as well. One of the things too that sometimes I will do with coins is to go into Microsoft 3D Builder and insert in a denomination, a number, so a 1 or a 5 or a 10, 25, any denomination I will actually put into the coin itself, and that's super easy to do. If you don't want to color code it like I did here with the bronze, the silver, and the gold, without putting on or tying yourself down to a denomination, but sometimes I find it handy and helpful to put a number on here. If you haven't seen my video on how to use Microsoft 3D Builder, go ahead and check it out here, where you can use the emboss feature to put any number or in any font that you want. But other than that, let's go ahead and go to the campaign page and I can walk you through it. So here's the Kickstarter page. Go ahead and use the link below to go to the campaign. And already after less than 24 hours, it has raised close to $20,000, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and look at the pledge levels. We have about $17 US for all of the fantasy coins. and then 22 US for all the historical coins. And then if you want both, it's going to be about 30 euros or $33, which is what the 3 GGGGs are for this month. And then all coins from volume 1 and 2, if you didn't have a chance to back the first one, is going to cost you about $71, and that is going to give you about as many coins as you're ever going to need for all of your games. So let's go ahead and check this out. Here's just showing you all the supports. They do print vertically, which is exactly the way that you want it to get maximum resolution on an FDM printer. And with the original campaign, I did print mine. I felt like the optimal print height was 0.15. They do have a Kickstarter exclusive coin for you for the all coins tier or above. And here they have sort of digital color options, but of course you can color these in any color that you would like. And I just had a sampling of the various ones. So a lot of variety, a lot of different shapes and different themes. I think this golden jaguar looks super awesome, as well as this temple. And because you have so many different options and sizes, you can absolutely create color-coded denominations that's going to give you so many different options for your games. Here are the historicals, and I think the reason why they can offer these up is because they are no longer in print and they are clearly replicas. So maybe that's why I didn't know that you were allowed to actually make 3D printable ancient coins, but super cool. Look at these. Just one fun tidbit, the reason why East Asian currency have these holes is that people used to string them so that they could all stay together. And other various ancient coins. In the old days, coins were actually stamped and would not be consistent in weight. But I think sort of the misshapen ones are characteristic of ancient coins that were stamped. So super awesome and cool. And then here are some stretch goals that have already been unlocked. We have some fantasy, we have some historicals, probably a Greek coin, more fantasy. So more are going to be unlocked as the campaign goes along, which is super cool. Also, there'll be add-ons for their previous Kickstarters, including the Mountain City of Kanbar. I did do a video for that as well. Or their many dice towers. And that's pretty much it. So there you have it. This campaign just started, and I'm pretty confident that it's going to unlock most of the stretch goals, as already after just 24 hours of having launched, we already have this many backers on the Kickstarter. So they have always done a great job in delivering their files on time. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And again, use the link to go to my Patreon page, where you might be chosen at the end of the month by Bob to receive one of the pledges for this campaign. Thanks to Sabo for sending these over to me and for offering those up to my Patreon supporters. But happy printing, happy gaming. We'll see you next time. Right, first I spray primed all of the coins with these 3 colors, which is metallic gold, metallic silver, and then this bronze. And here you can see that the coins are really nice and shiny. I like just using these spray primers, and look how awesome it looks. And you can definitely just stop at this point and have these fully just spray primed coins, and you're perfectly fine with that. I'm going to be obviously adding some shading to it, but this is what it looks like. Here's the silver, and again, just shiny. This is the $20 coin, historical coin, which looks pretty amazing. And this bronze, I don't like quite as much. It's a little bit on the rose colored side. I used to have a bronze that I liked better, but I couldn't find it when I was at the store, so I just picked this up. But I guess it'll work. And then they have a bunch of different colors too, if you wanted to vary it up, of metallic colors, but here are the traditional colors that we have, and I think it turned out super well. The GW equivalent of Strong Tone is Agrax Earthshade, but this is a lot cheaper, so use this instead. And as you can see, because the paint is glossy, it's sort of pooling differently. So I'll let it dry and wait and see what it looks like. This is dark tone, and the GW equivalent is Nuln Oil, although I've noticed that they changed the Nuln Oil, which is one of the reasons why I prefer dark tone. So this is Vallejo Air, I think. I think that's Air. I'm not sure. But this is verdigris, and I always use this with copper. And you do want to water it down some. Enough that it sort of works like a wash, like that.